Here we go, folks. Mr. Demon Cole is back in court, and today it's all about probation violations. Think of probation like a second chance coupon. You don't want to lose it, because the alternative comes with steel bars and an orange jumpsuit.
And counsel?
Your Honor, excuse me. As to the violations, he would waive formal reading of those violations and stand mute, and he would plead guilty to the violations.
Okay, well, I did do the arraignment of not guilty.
Yes, you did, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Sir, please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear from testimony about to give this man the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and you heard the allegations, sir, that you did not appear for testing July 15th and 16th. After those allegations, sir, how do you plead?
I plead guilty, ma'am. I plead guilty.
And you've gone over your advice for probation violation purposes, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand all of those rights.
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand by entering into a plea that you'll be waiving some of those rights.
Yes.
And you understand the possible penalty as a result of your plea.
Uh,
As a recommendation, this matter is for probation to be revoked. Case closed without improvement. $50 probation violation fee, 15 days jail. You understand that?
no, I did not know any of that.
You're not telling that part, I apologize.
Well,
You know, I didn't know any of that.
You understand that the recommendation, it's only a recommendation, is for closeout.
Pause. Did you catch that? Cole just admitted he didn't know about the possible penalties. In legal terms, that's shaky ground. Judges want to make sure defendants enter a plea knowingly and voluntarily. If Cole seems clueless, the court has to double-check he truly understands what's at stake.
Probation, I know you've been on it for a period of time, there's been a number of reviews, and you've been doing very well along those lines. And so, but the recommendation is to 15 days in jail. I'm not suggesting that's gonna happen, I'm just suggesting that's the recommendation.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And knowing all that, sir, you want to continue with your plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody promise you anything, threaten you, or force you in any way for you to enter into a plea?
No, ma'am.
And counsel, part of your client.
Thank you. Mr. Cole, you were placed on probation to this court, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
And one of those terms and conditions was that you were to test when directed, and there are 2 occasions when you did not test. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And those 2 dates were
July 15th.
July 15th. And you did contact the court regarding your failure to test on that day, and then
Yes.
going on the 16th, and you failed on the 16th test. Is that correct?
Yes.
Been satisfied with that, Sean?
The court is also satisfied that there is knowing, voluntary, and factually accurate. The court will accept your plea to the amended charge, or to the probation violations. And, counsel,
You know, as to
I'm sorry,
the
indicate technical violations 5 and 6 have occurred.
as to the recommendation, Your Honor, Mr. Cole has been before this court. He's gone through a number of jail reviews. He's done a very good job, I believe, in resolving these problems. This was an isolated incident. I know there were prior ones where he failed to appear. He did show up. He had some car problems, got up there late, and of course that wasn't acceptable. He did contact the court, told him to go in the next day. He had.
And then you have the opportunity to not have a violation.
I
You didn't
understand.
go in on the 16th. And then your client didn't even go in on August 1st. We didn't add that to the probation violation, but I'm just giving you that as
I
information.
wasn't aware of that, Sharon. And when the next day, he had to get his son to, he was still having car problems. He didn't have transportation, so he was able to get a ride the day before. He also had to get his son to the doctor. There were a lot of extenuating circumstances. It wasn't like he was trying to avoid testing because he's been clean of all the other tests. I asked the court to, rather than implement, he's employed, taking care of his son, that at this point in time, the 15 days, I I think I would rather think that what we should do is, rather than revoke the probation, is to give him another opportunity to show that his testing is clean. And the 15 days, it was intentional only because of the circumstances. Do you have anything to say, Mr. Cole?
And here's the defense. Life got in the way. Broken car, sick child, hospital visits. Relatable? Absolutely. But here's the kicker. Probation isn't about life being convenient. It's about proving responsibility under pressure. Should missing a drug test for your child's medical needs really cost you 15 days in jail? What do you think, fair or too harsh?
Yeah, I always drop clean. I drop at least twice a week. It wasn't intentional for me to miss a drop. My car went down the first day, and then the second day, I had to take my son to the hospital. So I had to spend hours at the hospital, and I'm not gonna lie, I had to catch a lift to the hospital. So a lift to my house was like $70. A lift to from my house to get back to the drop site, it was like probably $60, and then probably another $60 back. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have the money that day. That's just being honest, man. I didn't have the money to, especially with me having to get a tow truck the day before, having to get a ride to the drop site the day before too. And then I just didn't have the money. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't have the money at the moment, man. I didn't.
Two things, sir. You're telling this court from that your home in Wyandotte to the testing facility, it's a $60 lift ride.
No, I said from the hospital to my home is a $60 lift ride, and then I have to get from my home to the drop site. You feel me?
Okay, did you at any point submit any documentation regarding your son's hospitalization?
Do I have any documentation? Yeah, I can find it. Yeah.
Sir, your responsibility is to submit that at the time that you missed your testing.
Okay.
I don't know how much more oversight I can do for Mr. Cole. I mean,
Understand.
we're at we're on the third hard ROA here in the file. And the court had Mr. Cole on a jail review, right? Because he was having an issue with his counseling and not getting into counseling, and so the court wanted to make sure that that was occurring. There were on technical violations 5 and 6. 15 would have even been a violation had your client gone in on the 16th. And then, sir, if you couldn't go in on the 16th because you were at the hospital with your child, then you needed to submit proof of that. And even still, on the August 27th, still, there's zero proof that's been submitted to this court. Zero.
Notice the judge's angle here. She's not denying that Cole's son's health is important, but legally it comes down to, was this a scheduled appointment or an emergency? Why? Because probation expects communication. If Cole knew in advance, he should have told probation. Courts run on paper trails, no documentation, no mercy.
What time did you go to the hospital with your son on July 16th?
You said what time did I go?
Yes.
He had 2 appointments that day, so we had to get a MRI and he had to get a blood transfusion. So I was probably up there from like 9 in the morning till like probably like 5, 6 o'clock.
Okay,
It was like 2 appointments that day. It was long appointments.
Okay, so you weren't there on an emergency basis. You were there for a previously scheduled appointment, correct?
Those were emergencies because he had to those were emergency basically because he had to get a blood transfusion and an MRI because those are emergency basically because sorry.
Sir,
I'm sorry.
sir, what I'm saying is that
No, those were emergency basis because I had already missed an appointment and then I had already missed an appointment prior to that. So those were emergency basis. Like those were like I had to get to those appointments because he had to get our MRI on his brain because he had brain surgery like a year or two ago. So they had to make sure that the surgery was still was doing what they needed to do.
Mr. Cole, I'm not suggesting that what happened wasn't something that was crucial and something that your son needed. I'm not suggesting that. What I'm confirming is that it was a scheduled appointment and you weren't in the emergency room, correct?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I was in emergency. No, ma'am. I was not in emergency. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay, so you knew the appointment was in the afternoon on the 16th.
It was the morning.
I'm sorry?
It was the morning and the afternoon of the 16th.
You said it was 2 p.m.
No, I said it was 2 appointments.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yes, he had to get a blood transfusion to make sure that I can't really explain how it works, but he has to get a blood transfusion early that morning, and then he has to get an MRI.
I understand that, sir. My point is this. You knew those appointments were scheduled. You did not communicate that with probation when they communicated with you that you could go on the 16th. And knowing that it was 2 appointments, then you should have gone well before your first appointment. And you didn't do that. Why didn't you show up on August 1st for your testing on August 1st?
What day was August 1st?
The day after July 31st. The first 3 months.
I didn't understand. I didn't know I missed every drop I had. I didn't know I missed that day. Every drop I have made, and they've been saying I didn't know I missed August 1st. Every drop, it must have been. I don't understand what day it could have been because every drop I have, I made it, except for those last 2, and they all been clean. And I just dropped like 2 days ago too. And I just dropped like probably like I drop at least if it's not once every week, sometimes it's twice a week.
Pause. Are you still continuing with your treatment and your counseling?
I still go to the classes that y'all have.
The what?
I still go to the class. I still go to the fan meetings and all of that. No, I haven't been continuing my counseling because my car has been down and it's been too hard to get around.
Okay. What's the status of your license reinstatement?
I have my license.
I believe that was taken care of.
Yeah, I have my license. It's don't have a. It's just my car is over. My car is having electrical problems. Keep overheating, and the shop can't even figure out what is going on. So it's just been frustrating because I thought a simple fix would be. I don't know. I thought a simple fix would have been done by now, and it just not. I don't know.
Dad?
Hold on.
Here. That's all. I'm fine.
I understand that. I'm sorry.
What's that called? What was that you said, Mr. Cole?
No, I was telling my son to go back in the house. I'm sorry.
Okay. I mean, it may seem trivial as to what the violations are, but given Mr. Cole's criminal history, the court ordered mandatory jail. Are you okay?
My blood sugar structure, I have chemo.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I know that's from
Yes.
taking these deep breaths.
So, Mr. Cole, the court ordered mandatory jail for any violation. And now we're on violations 5 and 6. And the court has suspended a number of jail sentences for Mr.
And suddenly, the courtroom turns into Shark Tank. Cole's pitching his brand new mobile business while facing jail time. Judges love ambition, sure, but if you can rent U-Hauls for work, the court's thinking, why not rent one to make your probation test? That argument just backfired.
Cole.
I understand.
And many opportunities to get his counseling in order and whatnot. And Mr. Cole knew that there was an appointment on July 16th, did not communicate that to probation. And then again, didn't even go on the 1st. Mr. Cole could have avoided all this violation on his own had he communicated or planned accordingly with the August or July 5th, 16th testing date. Where is it you work, sir?
Paying the party service. I just started my own business, and that's been kind of hard on me too. But yeah, I just started my own business. I have my own mobile exploring company, and I've been working that too.
You have your own mobile what?
My own mobile exploring company. I've been working on it for 2 years.
Company?
Yeah, I've been working on it for 2 years. I just launched it probably like last month, probably like in the last 2 months. But I've been building on it for 2 years, probably longer than 2 years, and I just launched it last month.
All right, very good. How are you making that mobile if you don't have a vehicle?
I was renting U-Hauls, and that's what was a big deal too. I had to refund the customer. That was a big deal too. I had to That was a big deal too, but I had
Okay.
to book and I had to refund too. But I had to do a U-Haul. Once my car went down, I had to do a U-Haul.
All right, so you could have taken the U-Haul and go to your testing. The court's going to adopt the recommendation. The court's going to revoke probation, close case without improvement, $50 probation violation fee, 15 days jail.
If I go 15 days jail, I lose my job. Is there any way we can charge like anything besides 15 days jail? Like anything I can do besides 15 days, just so I don't just mess everything up.
You might want to suspend the 15 days jail. No,
Jail for him.
excuse me. Let's try to make sure he complies with.
Okay, listen, we have had ultra oversight of Mr. Cole to
Understood.
help him not have to serve his jail time, okay? And so I'm not really sure how much more supervision I'm supposed to be providing to Mr. Cole.
Mind if I sit down for a minute?
Absolutely, sit down, yes. And Mr. Cole, you are very much aware as to what was on the table.
Yes,
Very
ma'am.
much is what was on the table.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
so this is the last time that I'm going to have you here on these matters. The court's revoking probation, 15 days jail. And you can report next Friday, so you can communicate with work to schedule the time off.
And there it is, the twist ending. Cole negotiates down from 15 days to 10. A rare courtroom plea bargain with the judge herself. 10 days in jail may not sound like much, but for Cole, it's the difference between keeping his job and losing everything. Lesson? Judges will bend, but only so far, and only if you show some accountability.
Next Friday,
September 5th, yes.
I had to go September 5th.
Yes, that way it gives you time to communicate with work about the time off.
Can I do 10 days, ma'am?
So I'm very.
Hello? Can I do 10 days, ma'am, please? I know they'll probably be more acceptable with 10, but 15, I would lose a lot. I would lose a lot with 15. Can I do 10, please?
Sir, I'm not understanding what you're saying. What did you ask?
I said, can I do 10, please? I could plead with my boss for 10 days, 15. I don't, they won't accept that. I understand that. I understand I have done wrong, and I understand completely. I'm just asking if it could be 10 instead of 15. I understand 15 is reasonable too. I understand it. But I would just wonder if it could be.
I will change it to 10 days. That's fine. That way you don't lose your job, but you're still getting the message, hopefully. And this is the last time that you are going to be in this court, hopefully.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you. Have a good day. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's so off the record.